Everybody vibes with the all-new Camry. A standard 225-horsepower engine and an available sport-tuned suspension provide the power and agility to take you anywhere, and to do it in style. With available features like the two-tone midnight black metallic roof, color-matched sport grille, panoramic glass roof, and cockpit red leather trimmed interior, the Camry has never looked better. And because every all-new Camry is a hybrid, it delivers up to an EPA-estimated 51 miles per gallon combined. Whatever your vibe, it's a Camry vibe. Learn more at toyota.com/Camry. Before we get started, a warning that today's episode contains mention of domestic violence. Listener discretion is advised. Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about adversaries, women who fought for their place in history, whether they fought to get to the top of their sport, against how society perceived them, or fought with each other to be champions. We're talking about women who broke barriers and sometimes did seemingly impossible or unspeakable things to carve out their place in history. This episode of Womanica is brought to you by the all-new Toyota Camry. Today, we're talking about a woman who learned martial arts to protect herself from domestic violence. She discovered a deep love for the sport and became one of its most accomplished competitors and teachers. A lifelong community advocate, meet Dr. Germon Miller-Bey, also known as Mama G. Germon was born around 1953 and was raised in Philadelphia. At school, she learned to dance and play piano. After graduation, she attended college where she studied biology. But her real passion was at the intersection of the arts and advocacy. She spent her free time founding a ballet and theater troupe to build Black pride and uplift women. After she graduated, Germon married a man nearly 15 years her senior. He was abusive, and Germon, after one particularly violent incident, feared for her life. She decided to flee. She had 2 young children at the time. They survived by moving in and out of shelters and sleeping on the subway for months at a time. She never felt fully safe from her abuser, but Germon knew there was a way forward. Years later, she said in an interview, "I searched for an entity that would give me those skills to eradicate my nemesis that was still lurking in the shadows." Through a connection to the Black Panther Party, she found what she was looking for. They were teaching African martial arts as a means of self-defense. She became one of the first women to join the training program. That said, Germon prefers the term martial sciences to martial arts. As she says, art is the presentation of something, but science is the application of what you see. In the movies, you see people punching, but to understand what happens when a person punches, that's something different. Germon dedicated herself to training. It wasn't long before she completed her first intensive black belt test, and passed. She also changed her name, so that finally, after years of hiding from her husband, she felt ready to return to public life. Germon got her master's degree and started teaching others how to protect themselves too. Once more, Germon thrived at the intersection of advocacy and the arts. She began competing in martial arts competitions in the 1980s. She kept winning and returned home to pass along what she'd learned to her students. She developed her own style of teaching, and she continued to work with local youth to promote arts as an outlet, even serving as the youth director of a local YWCA. Throughout her life, Germon has worn many hats: a trainer, a crisis educator, an instructor, just to name a few. She also completed her doctorate with a focus on behavioral sciences and urban anthropology. And of course, she continued to compete in martial sciences. She draws on combat styles from a range of African civilizations. She's the first female 10th degree black belt Grand Master, the highest ranking possible. She's won nearly 5,000 competitions in her career, earning her the moniker Grand Matriarch. To her local community, she's Mama G. In 2024, she announced a run for state legislature. She was 70 years old at the time and pledged to invest in rural infrastructure and supporting seniors in the area. While she lost the primary in June, Mama G remains an active and beloved member of her community. She's committed to doing what she does best, using martial arts, theater, and dance to uplift and bring people together. All month, we're talking about Adversaries. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow. Everybody vibes with the all-new Camry. A standard 225 horsepower engine and an available sport-tuned suspension provide the power and agility to take you anywhere. And to do it in style. With available features like the two-tone midnight black metallic roof, color-matched sport grille, panoramic glass roof, and cockpit red leather trimmed interior, the Camry has never looked better. And because every all-new Camry is a hybrid, it delivers up to an EPA estimated 51 miles per gallon combined. Whatever your vibe, it's a Camry vibe. Learn more at toyota.com/Camry.